morning, everyone. Today I'm going to teach you the enlargement, the rotation, and the reflection. First, let's answer this question. Triangle A and triangle B are drawn on the grid. Describe fully the single transformation which maps triangle A onto triangle B. From the grid, we could notice that triangle A had a side of 2 squares, and triangle B has a side of 4 squares. We could notice that it's getting multiplied by 2. So the scale factor is scale factor 2. Now let's get into the center of enlargement. To know the center of enlargement, we join the line, the old point with the new point, like following. And all the lines met here. At this point. So this point is 5 and 6. This is the center of enlargement. Now let's write the answer. So shape A is enlarged by scale factor 2 by point 5 and 6. So here's the answer. Now let's answer question B. Reflect the shape B across the line x equal to. Line x equal to is always parallel to the y-axis. So let's draw the line x equal to. Here it is. And now let's reflect shape B. To reflect the shape points. Here this point has a space of 1 square. So we go 1 square from here and draw the point. And the other point here has a space of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares. Let's draw it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This has a space of 1 square, 1 square, point is here. Now let's draw the shape. Here it is. In this question, triangle P is drawn on a coordinate grid. The triangle P is reflected in the line x equal -1 and then reflected in the line y equal 1. To give triangle Q, describe the single transformation which maps triangle P onto triangle Q. Triangle P is reflected in the line x equal -1 and then reflected on the line y equal 1. To give triangle Q, Now let's answer. First, let's draw the line x equal -1. X equal -1 is parallel to the line to the y-axis. Here it is. This is the line x equal -1. Now let's reflect shape P. Count the squares. It's 2 squares. Let's count here 2 squares. And draw the point. Two squares, and draw the point. Here four squares, and 4 squares, and then draw the point. Now let's join the points. Here is the shape that is reflected by the line x equal -1. But he does need another reflection, so we could give it the name triangle Q. And the reflection is by the line y equal 1. This is the line y equal 1. Now let's reflect this shape by the line y equal 1. We count the squares 1, and draw the point. One, and then draw the point. And here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And draw the point. And then join the lines. And then we could now name the line Q. Here's the answer. Now there's another question. Describe fully the single transformation which maps triangle P into triangle Q. The transformation from P to Q could be a rotation. So let's now do the rotation. But first we need to know the center of rotation, and to know that you could go to our video on the channel, and you could know how to get the center of rotation. And here the center of rotation is this point, and it's rotated 180 degrees. So the answer is rotation 180 degrees by the point -1 and 1. The question says, rotate triangle A 90 degrees clockwise by the center 0, which is the origin point. To make that, you must put your tracing paper on the grid, and rotate the shape 90 degrees clockwise. Here is the answer. The question says enlarge triangle B by scale factor 3 by the center 1 and 2. And he has given me the center. Now let's answer the question. We must first count the number of squares from each point to the center of enlargement. And here the center of enlargement have a space of two squares from this point. And here, because it's a scale factor 3, make 2 multiplied by 3, which is 6, and count 6 squares. So the first point will be here. Now let's make the other point. The other point has a space of 4 squares. So make 4 multiplied by 3, which is 12, and count 12 squares. It will be here. Now let's give this point. It has a space 2 blocks right and 3 squares up. 2 times 3 equals 6. So 6 squares, which is here, is 3 squares up. 3 multiply 3, which is 9. So 9 squares up. Point will be. Now let's join each point with the answer. Here's the answer. This question says reflect shape P in the line y equal x. And he has drawn for me the line, which is this line. Now let's reflect it directly. Have one square from here, half square from here. Let's move half square from there and draw the first point. And do that for every point on the grid. In this question, say describe fully the single transformation that maps triangle A onto triangle B. We could notice that it's being translated, as this shape is the same as this shape but translated to here. Now let's count how many squares is being translated. 2 squares to the left, and 4 squares down. It's also written like that. -2 for left, -4 for down. Now let's write the answer. shape A is translated to squares left and 4 squares down. Here's the answer. Thanks for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe.